Dear friends, I am going to discuss quantum numbers. Principal quantum number, this is the first quantum number. So, principal quantum number will be discussed in this lecture. Learning objectives. After watching this lecture, student will be able to know the difference between orbit and orbital, to define quantum numbers, to know about principal quantum number. Dear friends, before discussing quantum numbers, we have to know about the difference between orbit and orbital. Orbit and orbital are not synonyms. First of all, you should know orbit and orbital are not synonyms. Both are different. An orbit, as proposed by Bohr, is a circular path around the nucleus in which an electron revolves. Orbit is a circular path in which the electron revolves around the nucleus. It is proposed by Niels Bohr. Already we studied in Bohr's model. Clear? Actually, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. Heisenberg uncertainty principle rules out the existence of orbits. Okay, so that Bohr orbits therefore have no meaning and their existence can never be demonstrated experimentally. So finally, whatever we discussed, we learned Bohr orbit has no real meaning and can never be demonstrated experimentally. That means there is no meaning of orbit. Clear? Next, orbit, orbital. Okay, orbit is a circular path. Next, what is orbital? Both are different. Orbital or atomic orbital. Orbital or an atomic orbital. Actually, atomic orbital is a quantum mechanical concept. Quantum mechanical concept and refers to one electron wave function psi. Actually, I don't want to explain more and more here. Very simple. You have to know the difference between especially orbit and orbital. So what I want to say that for a simple explanation, let every day you go to the school. Every day, all of you go to school. Clear? For example, you are the students of class 11th science. So after reaching the school, where do you go directly? To your class. Okay, so this is the school and this is your classroom. So generally, if I ask, where are you going? Yes, I am going to school. But specifically in school, where you are going? Exactly, you are going to your classroom. Clear? For example, if I want to call any student of your class, then directly I will approach class 11th science only, because the probability of finding a student in class 11th is maximum. That means if I want to call you any one of the students of class 11th, directly I will approach your classroom only, because you are available in your classroom. Of course, you may have gone outside, that is different thing, but the probability is more in your classroom only. Clear? So now very simply, this is the your school. That means this is orbit. But exactly where you are available? You are available inside the school, specifically 11th science classroom. So this is called orbital. Okay, so for your just I'm trying to make you understand. So orbit and orbital is available in an orbit. Actually, an orbit has no real meaning. Whatever an orbit is proposed by the Bohrs, actually it has no real meaning. Okay, just for our convenience and simplicity, just our school is an orbit and your classroom is a orbital. So specifically here, what is an orbital? Orbital means the probability of finding an electron is maximum. Actually, what is an atomic orbital? Three-dimensional space, or the space in which the probability of an electron is maximum. Clear? That means electron is available, probability is very high. That is called an atomic orbital. So this is the difference between orbit and orbital. Actually, we deal with orbitals only. We don't deal with the orbits. Orbits has been completed. We don't discuss further because it has no real meaning. Just we go with the atomic orbitals. Okay. Next. So quantum numbers. So what are the quantum numbers? As we know, to search a particular person in this world, four things are needed: the country to which the person belongs to, the city in that country to which the person belongs to, the street in that city where the person is residing, and the house number. So all four things are needed to search a particular person in this world. Minimum four things are needed. Similarly, four identification numbers are required to locate a particular electron in an atom. Similarly, to locate an electron in an atom, how many numbers are required? Four identification numbers are required. These identification numbers are called quantum numbers. We have four quantum numbers. Here, what I have used quantum numbers. Numbers means numbers. Whatever the numbers we are going to use, all are rational numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 by 2 minus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2, like that only. But specifically quantum numbers, here quantum represents for micro objects, like for subatomic particles, electron, neutron and proton. So the numbers which are going to be dealt with the subatomic particles, that's why we use the word term quantum numbers. Quantum means micro levels, micro objects, not for macro. Quanta is different again. Quanta represents energy of the packets. Okay. First quantum number, principal quantum number, PQN. So dear friends, all of you know actually principal quantum number because we studied in Bohr's model. So principal quantum number was given by Bohr. It is denoted by small n. It represents the name, size and energy of the shell to which electron belongs. Here n value is very important. N should not be 0. N equal to 1 to infinity. So 1, 2, 3, 4, so goes on. Clear? Next, value of n. If n equal to 1, that is called K shell. N equal to 2, L shell. N equal to 3, M shell. N equal to 4, N shell. N equal to 5, O shell. Goes on. Clear? So already we discussed in Bohr's model. So this is very important. Principal quantum number represents the name, size and energy of the shell. So this is the main significance of the principal quantum number. Yeah, this is the significance. What is the significance of the principal quantum number? It represents name, size and energy of the shell. Clear? It's very important. Significance is always important. You should remember. Yeah, this is the significance of the principal quantum number. Higher the value of n, greater is the distance of the shell from the nucleus. R1 less than R2 less than R3 less than R4 is goes on. That means the radius increases or the size of the orbit increases. So radius is given by radius of the orbit is given by n square by z into 0.529 angstroms. Already we have studied earlier. Clear? So n represents here, n is principal quantum number. If this value increases, the radius of the orbit also increases. So Z is the atomic number of the atom. For hydrogen, Z value 1, helium Z equal to 2, lithium Z equal to 3. Clear? Next, higher is the value of n, greater is the magnitude of the energy. So E1 less than E2 less than E3 less than E4 goes on. So En, energy of the nth orbit, is given by minus z square by n square into 21.8 into 10 power minus 19 joule per atom, equal to minus 13.6 into z square by n square electron volts. Clear? This is all these two formulas are very important for your exams. N square is present in a numerator for radius, but n square is present in denominator for energy. Okay, so I will show you, for example, yeah, this is the nucleus. Electron is revolving around the nucleus, one, and this is the second one, orbit, and this is the third orbit. Orbit has no real meaning exactly. Clear? But here this is the n1, 1, this is 2, this is 3. So this is the radius first, n equal to 1. When n value increases, n equal to 2, this is the radius. For n equal to 3, this is the radius. That means as n value increases, radius of the orbit also increases, or size of the orbit increases. Clear? Next, the energy separation between two shells decreases on moving away from nucleus. It has been discussed in case of the line spectrum of the hydrogen atom. Next, third one, this is very important. Maximum number of electrons in a shell equal to 2n square. Maximum number of electrons, this is very important statement. 2n square. K shell, what is the n value for K shell? 1. 2 into 1 square 2. L shell 8. M shell 2 into 3 square 18. N shell 2 into 4 square 32. Because K value 1, L, N value 2, M 3, N 4. Fourth one, an angular momentum can also be calculated using the principal quantum number mvr equal to nh by 2 pi. Here also n is present. That means we can calculate angular momentum by using the principal quantum number, n equal to 1, 2, 3 to infinity. Okay students, thank you for watching my video.